Hey YouTube, welcome to another video. Um, so SH Figuarts dropping some. I don't know if this is a render or a pre-order. Literally, this is kind of fresh. Not sure of all the details, but from what I'm looking at here, this is the SH Figuarts Scarlet Spider. SH Figuarts still showing signs of life. Um, and It's going to be 13 inches tall, from what I'm gathering here. So it looks fantastic. Honestly, I have nothing bad to say about this. It is heavily shaded, which, we'll go into that in a little bit. But it looks absolutely phenomenal. I'm not sure, what brings this. I guess maybe they got a lot of pop from the Cyclops Gameverse figure, and they're going off the momentum, and they're quickly pumped this character out. I truly feel like they've had this maybe in their pocket for a while, because it's such kind of a quick, all of a sudden they're just dropping this out, which is unexpected from SH Figuarts. They'll usually pump one figure, let that die down, the figure loses a little bit of steam, they'll drop something else. I will say this is a very good choice. This is a very popular, wanted character, not related to anything Gameverse, I believe. I mean, there is the Spider-Man games that you can choose this as an alternate costume, but it's very heavily cell shaded. It has a lot of shading in it. So that's not really from the game. So I'm not sure. Like, I think this is just kind of a standalone release, not related to anything in particular. I think it's just a flat out Marvel release. Maybe they just statistically know that this is a very popular figure, because there's no relation to Cyclops or I don't think very much other games. I mean, he might have been in some games, but this, not kind of like a broadly advertised game. Like, I don't know, what the reference of this is. Usually when they drop a Venom, it's like Venom from a movie, Venom from a game. I don't, not familiar with the reference of this particular Scarlet Spider, but it does look amazing. It looks really good. They're supposedly going to be 13 inches. So, going back to this figure, I really feel like it would have done better if they would have released this before the Hasbro Scarlet Spider. Because if I have to give Hasbro credit for one figure, it would be the Scarlet Spider figure. They did a phenomenal job, knocked it out of the park. I actually have the Hasbro. Not that I'm being biased, but for me personally, uh, makes it a little hard to want to snatch this up. But they were really smart in adding a lot of shading because it does make it seem different and stand alone kind of from it. Like it separates itself from the Hasbro Scarlet Spider. But looks like this guy's getting a lot of pop from the I call them the franchise junkies. I tend to kind of fall in there too. Franchise junkie. Um, so looks like this figure is gonna be a big deal. Whether you like it or not. But for me personally, if they would have dropped this before the Hasbro, that would have been peak prime for SH Figuarts. But with the brand that they have, you know, it may not even matter. People will probably maybe buy more of these than the Scarlet Spider from Hasbro. The one thing that SH Figuarts does that I like the way they do it, because um, I've never had an issue with it, is that they take the pre-orders first. So they have like a window of how long you can pre-order a figure, and then once that window closes, you can no longer pre-order the figure. But then they give you the delivery date, and I've honestly, like, even these figures from Japan or from SH Figures overseas, I've had like less issues with um, getting my SH figures shipped than any other company. So they kind of like take the orders down and then they deliver. So I really like that method of how they do it. Um, but this is getting a pretty nice pop, very nice figure, very heavily shaded to kind of make it distinct. Very smart move from SH Figures. They probably have some statistical data that says that like this is like a super popular figure, and probably that's probably one of the reasons why they dropped it. And SH Figures, they always do a phenomenal job. The problem that they have is they do take a while to release figures, but they've really kind of been stepping up their game a bit, dropping some kind of long awaited figures here. And I must say, like, this is a really good Spider-Man just in general. Like, they do have a good number of Spider-Men that they have dropped, but this one, this one looks really good. Um, uh, you know, and again, if it would have dropped before the Hasbro, I would have never thought twice about getting the Hasbro one. But sometimes better late than never, right? So let me know what you think. Take care and have a good one, guys.